Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dogs and cats, y'all know that I'm a music lover. And one of my favorite people is Johnny Cash. And Johnny sings this song. He says, I hear a train a-comin', it's coming round the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps moving on. Yeah, I hear a train a-comin'. Y'all hear the train? Choo choo, choo 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 choo. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. Let's start right here. DOJ. This is a report from the DOJ. FBI bureaucrats plan to get the hell out of Dodge after Donald Trump wins election. I bet they do plan to get the hell out of Dodge. Some federal bureaucrats under the Biden-Harris administration are reportedly preparing to make their exit now that President-elect Donald Trump has secured his historic victory on Tuesday. Officials in the Department of Justice and Federal Bureau of Negro Investigation, those of you who don't know that the FBI was established to investigate, damn it, what's the boxer name? I'm looking at his face. He held his hand like this. Jack Johnson. Because Jack Johnson had a white girl that he was running around with as a wife. And they didn't like the fact that Jack Johnson was running around beating up folk and he had a white wife. And so the FBI was invented to pursue him. Anyway, March 2023, Trump announced that on that day, he would reissue his 2020 executive, that can't be right, order establishing the Schedule F employment category for federal employees, making it easier to remove insubordinate and poorly performing bureaucrats from an established pool of 50,000 eligible candidates. President Joe Biden, revoked Trump's Schedule F in January 2021 and announced a rule earlier this year aimed at further shielding federal bureaucrats from accountability and from being ousted under the framework resembling Schedule F. In other words, Donald came in, he said, hey, look at all you tricks around here. He said, I'm putting cases on all you. I'm putting cases on all you bitches. King Kong ain't got nothing on me. And they got scared. And then Joe Biden came and said, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I got 2-for-1 deal for you. Come on. Come on in. Come on in. I'm going to protect you. Watch this. Although it would be difficult to reverse the rule, Trump has promised a clean house and move out officials accused of targeting Americans. Blaze News investigative journalist Steve Baker said DOJ and FBI officials are worried Trump will fulfill his vow to bring retribution for citizens who were apparently wrongfully targeted. I don't know how the man gonna get him, but I can tell you this much: I know he gonna go get him, and I know hopefully this time, once he fixes this, nobody can come in and undo it. Once he gets rid of the people, and I think that was one of his greatest mistakes. He should just dump their ass in the first place as soon as he got in office. The first time. But you see, he was trying to work with these crazy people. You can't work with crazy. You can't marry crazy. You can't work with crazy. You can't walk down the street with crazy. Man, you can't cook dinner with crazy. It just don't work. And I've shown you this is crazy right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is what crazy looked like. We went over this yesterday. Leftist women shave their heads in protest of Trump's victory. F being hot. That's what the patriarchy wants. That's crazy. You can't do nothing with none of these women. That's crazy like this. Now, you can be nice to them. You can be cordial with them. You can go to a store where they work and they may serve food and you can be cool. But as an interpersonal relationship with crazy, it don't work. You want to know why? Because crazy don't take no responsibility for nothing. Here's a crazy nigga right here, Clyburn. Now look at Clyburn. Instead of Clyburn, big head behind saying, hey, listen, the Democratic Party is way off base. We really need to move back towards the center and leave the crazy leftist liberals alone. And to be clear with you, that's the problem with the Democratic Party. There are no adults. They don't target adults. They target people who, when they don't get their way, they shave their hair off their head. These are radical people. And not every Democrat is radical. Truthfully. No, not every Democrat is radical. But what ended up happening is, because you targeted the most radical leftist people you can find, people who say we need to sign climate change agendas, people who say we need to have boys going in girls' restrooms, because you targeted the most crazy people you could target, you drove the party to crazy. You try to drive the whole nation to come into agreement with crazy. And then when the nation said, no, we're not crazy, we're not doing that, we don't give a flip about what you say. But back to Clyburn. You gotta understand, they still have not taken a moment to come to terms with the fact that they were wrong. They're saying that, oh, maybe the country's not ready to elect a woman, or maybe the country's not ready to elect a woman of color. No, y'all crazy. If you had a woman who had some damn sense, that could talk, that could articulate some policies that help families and made the economy better, she would win. But you don't have that. You didn't present that. And now you want to play the blame game. Oh, y'all don't like women. Y'all crazy.
We want to talk about that with Democratic Congressman from South Carolina.
Boy, this boy look like a Section 8 Tony Merkel. He look like Tony Merkel on steroids. Like he'd be Tony Merkel's older brother.
James Clyburn. Congressman, first, congratulations on your re-election. Thank you so much for being with us. I want to start right away by asking you about comments that Speaker Emeritus Nancy Pelosi made to Lulu Garcia Navarro of the New York Times.
Garcia Bravo.
She told that journalist,
you notice how he had to make sure he said it right, to Lulu Garcia Bravo.
This quote, had President Biden gotten out sooner, there may have been other candidates in the race. The anticipation was that if the president were to step aside, there would be an open primary. She goes on, and as I say, Kamala may have, I think she would have done well in that potential primary and been stronger going forward. But we don't know that. That didn't happen. We live with what happened. And because the president endorsed Kamala Harris immediately, that really made it almost impossible to have a primary at that time. If it had been much earlier, it would have been different. Congressman, what is your reaction to hearing that from former Speaker Pelosi?
I got a reaction to it. Shut up, Clyburn. Wasn't it damn Nancy Pelosi that said, I'm more cold-blooded, I'm more reptilian during the DNC? Ain't this the trick who said she cold-blooded reptilian? Y'all don't remember that? Y'all don't remember that? I remember it. Hold on. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. Yeah, because she said, I'm cold-blooded reptilian. Meaning, I was stabbing people in the back. Nancy Pelosi. Pelosi. Cold-blooded. Bitch, you is cold-blooded. She's cold-blooded. Here it is. And everybody was saying that Nancy was saying she was a lizard person. And I said, man, maybe Nancy is a lizard person because she act like a damn lizard person. But from a political standpoint, that ain't what the hell she was talking about. What she was saying is, I will stab you in your back, and I don't give a damn. Say it to him, Nancy.
I spoke with Gary Peters, who chairs the Senate Democratic campaign arm, and he said he's confident that Democrats can pick up 50 seats in the Senate, maybe even 51. Do you care to issue a prediction of how you think Democrats are going to do in terms of the House races? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking for a trifecta. I'm looking to win the White House, Chuck to be the majority leader, to Hakeem Jeffries to be the Speaker of the House. It must happen.
Now, I do want y'all to realize that this was at the DNC convention a couple of months ago while they was outside sacrificing babies to Moloch. So this is Nancy. Listen to them.
In that way. And just think of January 6th if I didn't have the gavel. Hakeem must have the gavel that day. And Kamala will be the vice president that day. But we fully intend to win the White House. I was just in Michigan last week at the invitation of the governor. Our candidate for Senate there is way ahead. Take nothing for granted. We think we can pick up a seat there and hold what we have. I made a prediction today to Al Hunt that would be, he said, maybe you can win 5. I said, I want 10. He said, is that your prediction? I said, I want 10, at least. We want 31 when we won. Now remember, in the last election, They said we were going to lose 30 or 40 seats. What?
That's because y'all had an extra 20 million people voting. I mean, I don't know, maybe Jesus just decided he was going to walk from one side of America to the other, pulling Lazarus up out of the ground, and then they all decided they was going to vote. But without the 20 million, you guys didn't have nothing, Nancy.
They didn't know what they were talking about. We know we're different from the presidential. We're very discreet, reptilian, cold-blooded. These are the races we have to win. Others are winning the whole country. 10.
Understand. This is a trick that is now saying that no. She's not saying no, it's Joe Biden's fault. No, I thought you was cold-blooded reptilian. You needed 10. You lost everything. You know what I'm saying? That was like taking your last $10 to the casino, dog, and putting it in a slot machine. Like, I ain't got no hope. Stuff is bad for me and my family. So I'm going to take my last $2. These last $2 I'm not going to lose. These last $2 I'm not going to lose. One going for my bus fare, the other going for the jukebox, so I can hear me some blues. Damn, I had to get that one out. Whoo, that just jumped out of me, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get back to it. Last $2.
Oh, a lot of what ifs, sure. All that may be true. We'll never know. The facts are...
No, Clyburn, see, this is where you're wrong. You should say, no, that's some bull crap. You don't remember Nancy saying that she was going to take over? That she the boss? That she cold-blooded reptilian? I'd be like, say reptile? What happened? What happened, reptilian? See, they play too many games, man.
Remains, Joe Biden had a very successful run.
No, he didn't.
As president.
No, he didn't.
He had a record to run for re-election on.
No, he didn't.
And he announced for re-election. And we all went through a process. And it was not until that debate that a lot of people began to express concern. Now, there were people talking about his age from the very beginning. But you know, all of us age differently. So just because Joe Biden was 80 years old, I'm about 3 years older than Joe Biden. So how one conduct themselves through the aging process.
Yeah, if you're on that dope, snorting that coke, doing all kind of wicked things, yeah, you age and you lose your mind. But I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna stop right here, y'all. I'm gonna keep it real. Let's go conspiracy theory. I don't think Joe lost none of his faculties at all. When you saw Joe come out and give his last speech, and he went to trotting out there walking like a grown man, no stumbling, like he ain't nothing in his diaper, and he just started talking. I mean, Joe just started talking. I watched it. I said, man, this ain't the same damn Joe Biden. So I don't know what happened with that. I can't tell you what happened with that. That was wild. You know, I'm a conspiracy understander, but I think that was some next level stuff that I'm just not on that level. Somebody else may be on that level, but that's like 15th dimensional chess stuff that was happening right there that I don't really care to dig down in the weeds to find out about, because you can't return back from that level of the weeds when you get down in there. There's no way to come back from it.
It's different for everybody. Now, I think that Kamala Harris was a good candidate.
That's a damn lie.
A great candidate.
That's even more of a damn lie.
I thought that she acquitted herself very well as a candidate.
She gave you some top, that's what it is. Now,
we may look at what decisions were made throughout the campaign and whether or not they were the right decisions. We'll never know. And so I just think finger pointing, the blame shifting, that's not going to do us any good. I just think we ought to just step back and start making plans for 2 years from now.
Congressman, you have a unique personal relationship with President Biden. It could be argued that he wouldn't have won the presidency without your support in South Carolina during the primary process. I wonder if you've spoken to him over the last few days, if he's expressed any regret to you about the way that this election and the lead up to it.
Why would he express regret when they stabbed him in the back and threw him out? Like, at some point in time, guys, this dirty laundry gonna have to come out. They playing too many games. I mean, at some point in time, this dirty laundry just gonna have to come out.
Turned out about the way that it was handled.
Well, you know, when Joe Biden ran for president, there were 23 Democrats running. 23. And of course, he came out of that crowd as the nominee. Now, every expert that I've talked to, everything that I've read about, says that he was the only one of the 23 who could have defeated Donald Trump. And that was the first order of business.
There it is. Now we get into the nitty gritty. Now Clyburn, who's clearly in the Biden camp, is saying, now, all this other foolishness that done happened, I just want to bring you back to the moment to remember when he went through his primary, he was the only one out of 23 that could beat Donald Trump. Now, between that primary that he went through, unlike Kamala, that's what he's saying, and they decided they were going to put Kamala in there, she ain't had no chance of beating Donald. That's what Clyburn's saying. But he's walking the line. You know what I'm saying? He's walking that thin line of telling the truth. And he's not really trying to tell the truth. He's taking shots. It's shots fired. Yeah, finish shooting the shots, Clyburn. Damn, could you imagine growing up with a last name like Clyburn? Everybody like, what's up, Clyburn? What's up, Burn?
He won the election. He's had a tremendous presidency. His record is great.
That's a whole bunch of BS right there, Clyburn. You lying. Afghanistan, wars in Ukraine. He ain't had no damn tremendous presidency. Now this way.
Economy.
Did this Negro just say the economy?
It's humming.
What? What?
Like
what?
No other economy.
What?
In the world.
Shut up.
And so.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Shut up.
Said, well, people didn't feel like.
What?
Maybe they didn't. And the question is, why didn't they? I don't know that Joe Biden is responsible for people's feelings. He's responsible for putting together an administration, which he did, putting people in place who are good at what they do. He did that as well.
This is why they need term limits for old ass people like this. Because now you just went down the rails. Did he just tell me he's not responsible for people's feelings? Negro, when I don't have no money, I don't feel good. So you are directly responsible for how people feel. When people broke, they feel broke, they go into depression. He's directly, man, this is why I can't watch these people too much, because they a bunch of damn liars. Man, let's move on. I'm sorry, we're moving on. Now, here's the beauty of where we are today. You see, the majority vote of the majority of people signaled to the left, hey, it was like everybody in America said, they said, hey, come over here. You over there, come over here. You with that bull ring in your nose, come here. You with that purple hair, come here. You don't know who you is. You identify as a what? A toaster? Come here. Everybody get close. Everybody get real close. I got something to tell you. It's a secret. We don't give a fuck about how you feel, okay? So what we want you to do is go sit your crazy ass down in the corner and leave us all alone, or else. All right, guys, y'all have a wonderful day. It was good seeing you, Toaster. It was good seeing you, Bull Ring. It was good seeing you, Rainbow Hair. All right, we'll see you guys next week. All right, bye-bye. That's what everybody did. That's what all the adults in America did. And you know, when people call you over and they start whispering, they're about to tell you some stuff. And see, it's playing out in the media. Because watch this.
I think there are a lot of families out there who don't believe boys should play girls' sports.
They're not boys. I'm not going to listen to transphobia at this table. I am not going to listen to call a trans girl a boy.
Are you going to allow me to finish my explanation?
When you use a word that's a slur, I'm going to interrupt. That's not how it is. They're not boys. They're not boys. They're not playing girls' softball. I'm not going to sit there and listen to that. Let's reset for a second, because...
You see this? See how you can't say nothing to them? See, we about to reach a point where everybody gonna be saying something to you. Yeah. That's what the brother gotta say.
Look, this is a really heated issue, right?
No, it ain't. It ain't no heated issue. Y'all make it heated. Y'all retarded.
Sharmichael, I know you. I know that you understand that people have different views on this.
Look how she trying to check him. I know you. I'm gonna need you to calm down. What's his name? What's the dude's name? Michael, you need to go ham.
I think
That's why I couldn't be on CNN. I'd be kicked off right now. I'd be like, hey, listen. She be talking, listen. Don't you dare start the process of trying to check me after I was in the process of making a statement and this damn Teen Wolf looking motherfucker right here decided that he was gonna cut me off. Does he look like fucking Teen Wolf? See, that's why I can't be on TV, because my brain is retarded. This motherfucker look like Teen Wolf. When Teen Wolf decided that he was gonna cut me off. Shut up, Teen Wolf. It'll be entertaining TV. I'm telling you, it'll be the most entertaining TV you ever seen. But I'd be like, shut up, Teen Wolf, because that's what he looks like, Teen Wolf. And then I would go off. Lord, bring this crazy back down, Lord. Thank you.
really heated issue, right? And Sharmichael, I know you. I know that you understand that people have different views on this. I think out of respect for Jay, let's try to talk about this in a way that is respectful.
Okay, so let
Oh, Michael about to go off. You gonna check me, let's talk about it the way it needs to be respectful. So what you saying is you invited me on your show, and because he don't like what I say, I don't get to say what I'm gonna say. Hell no.
Let me rephrase this since I'm being targeted here.
Yeah, thank you. Tell him, Michael. You know what I'm saying? Tell him you being targeted.
I don't think you're not, just to be clear, you are not being
but
targeted.
I am, but it's okay.
I'm specific.
Oh, he about to get him. This how you, and he a smooth operator. You see how it's just okay. It's okay. Since I'm being targeted, it's okay. Let me rephrase this. I think he about to, I ain't heard it, but let's see what he said.
Basically saying that I know that you are not intending
Look at me like, shut your.
to be transphobic.
He should know that I'm not in, but he wants to sit here and
calling you
bloviate.
transphobic.
But
I want you to. I want to give you an opportunity.
So the way regular people interpret it,
that's not
which is why
regular
those
people.
ads were.
It's not regular people. There's no consensus that these are actually boys. This whole thing about trans girls is a canard.
I ain't gonna lie. Come here, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all a secret because I don't want YouTube to hear this. Come here. Hurry up. He looked like a werewolf, pedo. Yeah, he looked like a werewolf, pedo. Y'all heard me. Don't tell nobody I said that. I get in trouble.
We're talking about a tiny, tiny sliver of the population.
That may be the
and
case,
we're using that
but my point in terms of its
healthcare.
You can't even talk because the werewolf won't stop.
Just get to your point.
My point in terms of its effectiveness. Regular people with children look at these things and they say, you know what, this is a bit too far. I do not agree with this. I don't like this. I think Democrats are going way too much to the left on social issues. They're uncomfortable with it. A lot of people believe that. A lot of families believe that. You may disagree with that reality, but that's why Republicans kept running those ads over and over and over again, because they saw the metrics suggested that they were working.
In those ads over and over again and using rhetoric like you just used, saying this is boys playing girls sports.
Well,
First of all, we're talking about 5 people in the entire country.
You would prefer?
We're talking about trans girls being allowed to play with the people who are in their gender. And if you don't believe, you don't have to listen to me. Listen to the American Medical Association, the American Psychological Association.
The American Medical Association.
This is not about the
Guys,
right?
just
This is about trying.
I think sure.
And this is why the Democrat Party will lose again in 2026 and again in 2028, because they cannot understand that just because you have a section of your constituents that believe something should be a certain way, that they should not be, that they are the majority. And let's say they are the majority of the Democratic constituents. That does not make you the majority of the American people. That does not give you the majority opinion as it pertains to the American people. And so you can embrace that crazy loud voice, just like how he would not allow that man to say anything. And he had to dance around his words and say the right thing because everybody got triggered because it's a sensitive issue. As long as those type of common sense things is a sensitive issue for you, you are out of touch with the average parent or the average person in America. And you will forever be out of touch with them. And so until they can get to the point where they can hold a real conversation, man, Democrat Party is dead. I mean, dead in the water. I'm talking about DOA. Done. Stick a fork in it. Because they can't hold a conversation. They can't hold a conversation from a standpoint of a person who has common sense. Never mind what you believe about people's sexuality, that's your belief system. But when you can't debate it as it pertains to policy and the outcome of an election because you want to hold so hardcore to your belief, then you screwed. You're screwed. You're done. Because we can't even hold a conversation to get on a correct path. In fact, what you did was, here's the road to the correct path over here, right? And here's the road to crazy town over here. And, you know, they got a little bridge. They just blew the bridge up. You can't never get on the right track because they blew the damn bridge up. So yeah. Expect to see these people go ape shit crazy. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Joe Biden looking back and smiling at him like, gotcha, trick. Oh my goodness. All right, moving on to the next thing, guys. This weakness that's so pervasive in American society is, quite frankly, disgusting. I mean, it is. I mean, what does it say to our enemies and our adversaries that the majority of a huge section of the population of America can't even deal with the change in administration? And you wonder why, you know, illegals with soldiers, that's the wrong way to put it. You wonder why illegal aliens were invading the country, but they were all military-aged men. That's the best way to put it. Because when you look at America and you look at the loudest voices in America, America seems weak. I mean, we do. I mean, like, Daily Show host has on-air breakdown over Trump win. I'm in a deep pit of depression. And everywhere you look, if anybody was to turn on media, we look weak. Now that we look weak, I ain't say we are weak. We look weak. Because we have people in positions with microphones and megaphones that are weak. And I submit to you that as these people become replaced, and the way they get replaced is people just turn them off, the overall perception of America is going to change. Now, don't get me wrong. Don getting in office is a huge change of the perception of America. We've seen everything that's happening in like 3 days. Everybody coming to the table, they won't have conversations. Hamas talking about, nah, bro, we not fighting no more. Qatar saying we throwing Hamas leaders out the country. Like, it's wild what's going on. You ain't hearing nothing in the news about Israel and Hamas and Israel and Iran. You ain't hearing nothing, right? You wanna know why? Because everybody's sitting there behind down in the corner because they know the big orange gorilla coming. That's all gorilla. Okay, what you say, that's my gorilla. Because I got family. I want them to survive. I don't want them to die in no damn nuclear explosion. The point I'm making is this. I'm sorry. The point I'm making is these weak ass people get on my nerves. Here's one having a meltdown. Watch this.
About him. He's a dictator. He's a fascist. He's a malignant narcissist.
Now, remind you, this is the Comedy Central. Comedy Central.
Whose blood type is fryer oil. But it's pretty clear that America is the one that needs the diagnosis, because whatever's wrong with him, we love it. In this moment, Donald Trump is holding up a mirror to the American people, and it might be time to take a good hard look. And I'm sorry.
No. I'm not gonna let you talk to me like that. I'm not gonna let you talk to our audience like this. No. Donald Trump ain't holding up a mirror to the American people. We, the American people, are holding up a mirror to you crazy bastards. We all, including Donald, picked up a giant mirror and said, hey, look at your damn self. Don't sit there and say, this the other way. You need to look at yourself. Sitting there with a suit on like a man with your tie unbuttoned, but you're a woman thinking you a damn man. Look at yourself. Don't be talking to us like, look at yourself.
Sorry, I told myself.
You need to tell yourself something, Trick.
That this show would be uplifting tonight.
No, I'm let's go down into the pits with it. Why you dressed like a man with an open collar shirt with a tie on like you would do when you're a woman? Okay, ladies, that's a relaxed, manly look. Sports coat, sleeves rolled up, white dress shirt, unbuttoned, what looks like a tie hanging down. Why are you doing it? Because you think you're a damn man. You ain't no man. You're an emotional woman. And this is what you're about to express to the whole world. You're a woman, you're emotional, and you're a wreck.
And give people hope and inspiration. But unfortunately, I'm too depressed and quite frankly,
This is why your ass don't need to be on TV.
very, very hungover.
And they cheer for that. Oh, I'm sorry. That's a laugh track, cheer track, soundtrack. That's not real people.
You know what? I will say it's times like these when I can lean on the wisdom and support and the vision of the best news team in the world.
Enough. I've had enough. I'm done. I'll see y'all in the next video. I have to do these things in bunches because, you know, it's so stupid. They're so dumb that it's hard for you to just sit there and focus on stupidity for a long time because you lose freaking IQ points watching them. I can't do it no more. I need a break. I'll be back.